Hi everyone, what's up? It's Kate and welcome back to my channel. It's been a tough week. I think I can speak on behalf of everyone that it's been a tough week. There's a lot of uncertainty, there's a lot of not knowing, there's a lot of conflict going on, and so I wanted to make a video, post at the end of this week, and make it a positivity video, of course, but today what I want to talk about with you guys is gratitude. This got brought up with me earlier in the day today, and after having a few more conversations with some people in my day that I spoke with, I realized how important it really is to be grateful. And so I wanted to make a whole video on gratitude because I just think it's really important. And to be honest, no matter who wins this election, or when we find out, life must go on. And so I've spent my whole week being obsessed with the election, following it closely, and talking about politics with my friends on the internet, just everything. And you know what? I have to just say that life goes on. Whether the candidate I want to win wins, whether he doesn't, whether Joe Biden wins, Donald Trump wins, whoever wins, life will go on. And your day-to-day life probably won't change too drastically immediately. Things will change over time, just like always, just like history does. But life goes on, and so you kind of have to just, there's a point that comes to accept the results, whatever they may be, and to move on. And I think it's that time for me. I've spent too much time obsessing over this. Nothing more productive can come out of it. And maybe some of you in the audience are in the same boat as me, or maybe you're watching this like way after this election has already concluded and you're like, dude, like what? But without any more talk about current events, let's move into the universal message that will be valid today. It will be valid a week from today. It will be valid a year from today, 2 years from today, and that's talking about gratitude. So I'm just so grateful, as I've mentioned in previous videos, that I live in a country where I have the freedom to vote for who I want to win, and my friends have the same. I have the freedom of speech to make videos put them online and talk about my feelings and talk about who I am and who you are, and just share this great message that I'm so excited about, and I'm so grateful for that. And it can boil down to like the most grateful things, or the most simple things that you are grateful for. Like, I'm grateful that I have this bed that I get to sleep in every night, and I'm grateful that I have this phone that I get to spend too much time on, and I'm grateful that I have friends that want to see me and speak with me, and I'm grateful that I have a job, and I'm grateful that I have people at that job that care about me and my well-being. And there are so many things I can go on and on and on, and I think you get the idea. It's just that no matter what's going on in the world, there's just so much to be grateful for, to be thankful for. So I challenge you to take some time, maybe now, maybe later, at some point when you're watching this, to think about what you really have to be grateful for. It can be something as simple as water, food, shelter, money, anything. So, because there's a lot of hate and negativity, and a lot of times we take things for granted. As I've mentioned before, you can just take a lot of basic things for granted, just like having your basic needs met. We often take that for granted. I know I do, and I'm assuming a lot of you guys might too. So it's just important to take a moment and reflect on that and be grateful. And be grateful that you have the things you do, and even if there's more that you wish to acquire, at least with me, there's things I wish I had all the time. I'm thinking about more. What am I gonna buy next? What am I gonna do next? I have 20 people watching my video. That's not enough. I want 200. But like, I'm grateful that 20 people took time out of their day to watch me talk about my opinion. That's something huge. You know, I'm grateful that 2 people did. I'm grateful that 1 person did. And like, I think we focus on getting more and acquiring more all the time. It's just part of our society. And so if we can take a moment, instead of thinking about more, but think about what we already have, I think that's really something worth doing. I think it's something that I often overlook and don't do as often as I should. So when it was brought to my attention earlier that, you know, that's something I should be doing more often, I thought, damn, like, you're exactly right. I should. And I should really make a video talking about it, because I bet you there's a lot of people out there who could stand to hear it and, you know, could cause them to think about their life and live their life more intentionally and live their lives better. I know I could live my life a lot better, and I'm trying. Especially this week, you can tell just by my way of talking that I'm tired. It's been a long, hard week filled with a roller coaster of emotions. And that could be said at the end of most every week, even when there's not major historical events happening all around me. Like, life is draining, it's emotional, it's tiring. And, you know, I should just be grateful, like, you know, for the most basic of things. I'm grateful that I have eyes. Grateful that I have a mouth, that I can talk. Yeah, this doesn't need to take all day. That's really all I had to say. It's gonna be a short upload, but I think it's gonna be a good one, something you can come back on, If you ever, you know, need to hear it again, you can replay it again and again. I know I might. But be grateful. Be grateful for everything. Be grateful for the air you breathe and the floor that you walk on. And when you start to be more grateful for those things, I think life will improve. I know it does for me when I'm more intentional. A little hack that was shared with me today that I'm going to start trying to do, I challenge you to start doing this too, and we can do it together, is wake up in the morning and think, what is my intention? Not what is my goal, what do I have to do? It's not a to-do list, but like, what do I intend to do today? And really, with my return to YouTube, my biggest intention is to spread positivity in my own life and on the internet. So I'm really excited and nervous that I'm doing it, but like I said, I would be so grateful if even one person clicked on this and thought it was cool and agreed with me and, you know, lived their life a little better because of it. That's all that it takes. And hopefully one day we'll get to a point where there are 200,000 people watching maybe. That'd be incredible, but even if I never get there, that's okay. It's not about having more and more, it's about appreciating what you already have. So with that said, I hope you have a wonderful night and a wonderful weekend, and you get a good night's rest and you feel at peace. And before you go to sleep tonight, please, please think about what you're grateful for. It can be big things, it can be little things, and just continue to do this all the time. And I think you'll start to appreciate a lot more about your life. And it's anytime you catch yourself thinking about how you want more, just think about what you already have and how that's enough. Your needs are already met. Anything you get on top of that is just extra, and that's good. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you liked it, hit the subscribe and like it, comment what you're grateful for, comment anything. I don't care. I'd love to talk to you. And yeah, keep your eyes peeled. I'm going to be making a lot more videos like this in the future, and I'm excited and really nervous. So be nice to me, please. And have a good night. Have a great night. Not just a good night, a great night.